Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from everywhere you are. I'm so happy to be here with another session with Microsoft Zero to Hero. Today, we have a second session in 2025 with Microsoft Zero to Hero. And let me share some slides about the today's session and the community. Today, we have Konstantino. He wants to talk about the Copilot solution and the Copilot Studio. And the topic is great and new. And actually, as you know, we are a part of Microsoft Learn community. And Microsoft Learn community is set of hub about the learning content based off your certificate, based off your career path. You can select your learning path. You can ask your question from a lot of learn experts in the Microsoft Learn community. You can join from aka.ms Microsoft Learn community. And this is our calendar, Microsoft Zero to Hero calendar on February 2025. Please register in your session. Also, all previous session uploaded in my Microsoft Zero to Hero YouTube channel. And the last slide is our code of conduct. Be aware of other, be friendly and passionate, be welcoming and respectful, be open to all question and viewpoint, be understanding on different, be kind and considerate to other in the chat, in the voice, in the question. And the time is to add Konstantino on the stage. Hello.
Hi everyone. Welcome. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you everyone for being here today.
Yeah,
Yes, we're going to see Copilot Studio with Microsoft
yeah, yeah,
Studio.
yeah. Great. You can start your session and
Great,
start all of guys. You can ask your question in the chat. After that, end of the session, I will share with Constantino to your question.
great. Thank you very much. So, hello and welcome. Copilot Studio. We're going to see a very straightforward use case. And tell you the truth, it was my first actual use case where I was able to utilize Copilot Studio. And through this use case, I was able to understand ultimately how we can build our own copilots and what is the way to integrate it into different channels of ours. As you may know, Copilot offers, and still these things are getting updated and getting more, offers a lot of connectors there. All right, so we have a lot of connectors, for example, Teams, and among other, and it's not only Teams, we're going to see more, but among these connectors, we have also the ability to embed our Copilot into our own website. So a little bit about me, just to get to know me. It's the second time I'm presenting in Microsoft Zero to Hero. My name is Konstantinos Passadis. I'm a Microsoft Azure MVP. I'm also a learning expert. This is an honor from Microsoft community for me, and I'm trying, to honor this award, this recognition, with interesting sessions and sessions that are mostly hands-on and are able to provide attendees with a taste of what's like to use these services, right? I'm not going to stay in PowerPoints. I'm not saying that PowerPoints are not useful, of course, and it's like my way of understanding is hands-on. So I'm offering this from my own perspective. I'm also a trainer. You can find in these links a lot of solutions, a lot of projects with code and how to do it. Enough about this. Let's go to the actual case. So, Copilot Studio. First of all, if you navigate through a browser to through Bing, for example, right, and make a search for Copilot Studio, you're going to see, of course, Microsoft relevant page, and it's this one. You can see here that you have the two capabilities from the get-go. You have the ability to try it in a demo, but you can also try it for free. So I know it's not everyone ready to invest for a license in Copilot Studio, or maybe their company or their enterprise or their small business is not ready to invest. But this is a very nice way, very good way to try it full blown without the need to buy, but you are able to do everything. So let's say you are an engineer or an architect and you want to present something to your stakeholders or your C-level executives so they can understand what they can get out of it. All right. And yes, this is a way to do it. And I'm actually using this free license right now for our use case. So don't hesitate. Go to the relevant link. Just find Copilot Studio in your browser. Search for it. You're going to land on this page, and you can just going to try it for free. Now, what is Copilot Studio? Copilot Studio, I would say that it falls under the offerings of software as a service, right? It is a software as a service offering, and it has a lot of moving parts in the background. It is also the evolution of the power virtual agents. People that are more experienced than me, of course, in Power Platform, they know that this user interface is has evolved from Power Virtual Agents, and finally we have this one. And I'm sure it's going to have another uplift very soon because these services are brand new, and we are just starting to getting to know them. So I was thinking, what would be the best case to use it, learn it, and get something out of it? Be able to utilize it in some way. And what I thought that is that let's try to see how I can embed a copilot into my own blog, into my own website, and yeah, let's see how easy or hard it is. I will tell you the truth. When I posted this solution in the tech community forums, a very nice gentleman was highlighting that this specific scenario was hard for him to understand. So it really surprised me because in the field of AI, okay, we see that everything is easy. Okay, everything is there for us. We just need to put our brains down and think of our ideas, and everything is doable. Almost everything is doable using AI. So what I tried to I had a discussion with a gentleman over the chat, and we came down to this. On one hand, it's an AI solution, right? It utilizes artificial intelligence. Microsoft has put in a lot of effort here to make the evolution of the Power Virtual Agents into the Copilot Studio. But it is not something that you're just going to click a box and everything will work. Okay, we're talking about adding a knowledge base, making the Copilot uh, utilize the data the way you want to utilize it. This is important. And providing the Copilot, the bot at the end of the day, the way to do it. So you're not going to just log in into the platform, click a box, and everything will work for you. And the example I used is a robot. Imagine a robot. How the robot will know what to do. For example, you wanted to cook your food and clean the house. Okay. If you don't teach it to do it, or somehow instruct it to do these things, it won't know what to do. Okay, so you have to go through this stage of constructing the elements that is making the bot utilize its power. Okay, the power is there. The models are here for us. The way to do it is there. Integration is very easy, and of course, documentation is plentiful. Microsoft offers a lot of documentation, and you don't really need to invest, right? All you want to do is invest your time. Okay, so if you're really interested, because not everyone is interested in these things, okay, and I respect that. If you're really interested in these things, you have to go through this stage. You have to construct. Okay, you have to work with it so you can get out the result that you are looking for. And this is the example of the actual use case. So this is my site, my blog. It's just a blog that I'm posting out solutions with step by step how to do it. And this is what came out. I can use this Copilot in my blog, utilizing the knowledge base of my blog as the knowledge base of the Copilot. Okay, so I'm not sure if it is now working, but let's try it. What are Azure container apps? So I have several posts about container apps. Let's see, first of all, if it is working. I'm not sure. I think it's working. And let me just zoom in a little bit so you can see better. Yeah, it is working. And yeah, this is what it does. It utilizes the knowledge base of the blog. Okay, it can go down 2 levels. This is important, and this is something I learned on the background. I don't know if it's out there or it is easily searchable if you can find this information, but I know that it can go down 2 levels. And this is something that Microsoft is working on so we can get more levels deep down your into the websites in case of a knowledge base like this. So the Copilot is using the whole website as its knowledge base, and then I have integrated into the same website so I can answer questions about anything that's inside here. So because the site is about Azure M365 DevOps, you can ask anything that is there. And because Azure Container Apps is there, Copilot found the correct references. It constructed a phrase, a paragraph for us, answering our question. And of course, it is providing the references to the blogs that contain this information. This is exactly what we're going to see. How we can do this. And I know that this is a very small and limited example, but you can, create anything out of it. You can change your knowledge base. I know that we will have very soon SharePoint if we have not have it already, and then you can make integrations really anywhere. And with the capabilities like voice, you can create amazing agents, amazing bots, amazing assistants that can make your work much easier. For example, your company, your enterprise, your own small business, and take away a lot of work from people that is like a burden or they are not very happy to do it, answering phones and all that stuff. They can do other things while Copilot is taking over this automation. So all we have to do is connect to Copilot Studio with our free trial, and this is the very first screen that we're going to see. First of all, and it makes sense to have this chat box here that we can ask the website, what we want to build. It will help us create our Copilot, providing our context into this web chat. So yeah, if, in case it's the first time you're starting, even you are starting with AI, and this is your first actual product that you're going to use, it's very helpful to start using via this chat box where you can have an interaction and describe to the site what you want to build, and it will guide you on how to build it. We are seeing a lot of agents are already there for us. For example, we have the safe travels for to answer travel questions and a website Q&A, very similar to what we're going to see today. Team Navigator, IT Help Desk, Store Operations, Financial Insights, and I'm sure you're going to see more as the time goes on and this thing evolves. Okay. Just a small note here, this thing is not evolving by itself. There are people behind it, okay? Let's not forget that. There are always people behind this evolution. So it's never on its own. It needs us, and we are creating our assistants. That's it. And this is my perspective regarding AI. And that's why they are called agents, right? They are agents. So yeah, let's see how we can create our agent. So let's go through the phase, and I'm going to return to the already created one, so you can see the small details that you need to pay attention. Agent for blog, post for blog. Okay, you can change, of course, your icon. Just pay attention. You need 30 kilobytes. So let me find something that it's very small, under 30 kilobytes. I think it's this one. No, it's too large. Find something like an icon. Yeah, I have already this one. This one can fit. Yeah, let's do this. It's a Power BI, but doesn't matter. I'm just showing you that you need an icon. If you want to have an icon, it's not mandatory. Description. In description, it is very important to describe your agent, what it's doing, how it's helping us, and what we want to achieve. This is for our own usage, but yeah, an agent that provides information and utilizes the website. I'm going to correct it, of the user as a knowledge base. Okay, very simple, very straightforward. But let me uh, let me have also the visibility to my other agents, so we know how I have created the instructions. The next one is the instructions. This is the most critical part of the creation of the agent at this phase. We are creating its character, its behavior. We are giving it the tasks that it's going to perform. It's important to be specific, and our instructions are like the system prompt if you have any experience with Azure AI. Okay, it is setting the personality. Yes, I think I'm allowed to say that, the personality, the tasks that this agent is going to do. So let's see this one. These are the instructions that I have provided for a similar one. You are an agent web. Your agent web, we have provided a name for it, an AI assistant that answers questions about the data source you are aware of. Very simple, but very straightforward. Of course, we can make it better. So in our case, we are going to say you are this thing, agent for blog, an AI assistant that answers questions about your knowledge base and help users find information about about it. Okay, so it has its name. We are setting it out again, and we are telling it how it's going to behave, right? Now, the knowledge. This is very, very simple and straightforward. In a low-code platform like this, so in the separation field of low-code and pro-code, in the low-code platform, things are much, much easier. Okay, you don't need to create, for example, the search index, the vector database. You don't need to do anything about it. You just need to add the knowledge for your agent. Now, if you click on the Add Knowledge button, of course, you have the public websites. And now we have also SharePoint. Yes, it's there. We have SharePoint, so imagine the possibilities here. with your data, with your organization's data, what you can do. Amazing things. And Dataverse, it's coming. It's there. I'm sorry, but it is in preview, and we are able to utilize it after we create our agent. In our case, let's see a little bit what else we can add. Data lake, amazing. Your Git from Azure DevOps, your wiki from Azure DevOps, DevOps work items, Azure SQL, Confluence. I'm not going to name all of them, but yes, also these things are evolving. GitHub, right? File share, just a simple file share. These things are evolving. These are the knowledge connectors that we are talking about, and the possibilities are really endless. In our case, back in our case, a public website. Let's add the public website, and I'm going to add the same blog. I don't want to use something else. Maybe we can use something else, but let me use the same that it is already mine, and I know what it is, and I have the permission to use it. Okay. Now this is a little bit of a gray area. Do you have the permission to use anything? I believe the answer is yes. It's better always to check with the owner, but as long as it is a public website, you can use it. Okay. Imagine how many scrapping tools are out there, and they are scrapping the web always, and the sites are public. Okay. Just for good measure and just for your safety, I will say I will always check with the owner, but you know in general and from the law perspective, the site is the website is public. So yeah, you can see here that you have also this confirmation that you okay that the organization owns this website, that and it will be used to enable Bing search results. You can click on learn more here to find more about this thing, but and I can add also another link here so I can add more websites. That's enough. I think we are good to go. And this is the knowledge that is going to use. And that's it for now. That's it for now. The first thing we have to do is this. You can also add languages. The primary language of the agent, we are selecting English. Okay. Now, let me add one more site that it is in Greek and see how that will go for it. Okay. It's another site that I have owned and I have created. It is and it is in Greek, the azuretech.gr. Let me see if it needs the three W's here. Yeah, it doesn't need them, so we're good to go. I hope I haven't removed the other one. Yeah, we have both of them. Okay, we can open the website as well to see that it is working as the link that we have entered, and we have two knowledge base sites created. Let's create our agent. Okay, it's going to set it up right now. So I have to tell you here, once the agent is already created, it has a default setting of how it's going to respond to various interactions with the users. Here comes our work. Here comes what we need to do to make it our own and make it better for our users and for us. One of the one of the best things that I have seen is that you can test your agent live here. Okay, you can test it just just like this. On the right side, you have this test your agent um, section in your screen, so you can test it and start interacting with it. Now, there are a few checkboxes here and there that may confuse us or may not. Of course, we can edit it, right? And we can say that let's use generative AI to determine how best to respond to users and events. I'm going to enable this, even if it is in preview. I have seen that it is helping the agent respond a little bit better, and it is a little bit more precise on the answers. We can always return, disable it, and see how the behavior is changing. The knowledge is there, and we can add, of course, actions. actions are a way of automating things. Okay, we can create an action, for example, write the response into an Excel or start a flow or whatever. Okay, amazing stuff. It's not about this right now, but imagine again capabilities with actions, right? And another way to do it was by using AI assistants in Azure AI Foundry, but here it's much easier. Triggers. How we're going to say that you're going to have a trigger. When this thing happens, this things activates. We don't need it for now. We just need the plain old interactive bot. And now we go to the most important stuff. Topics. Topics are the skeleton, the how can we say that the bloodline of our agent. Okay, there are a lot of topics, and I told you that this is where our work comes into play. It's not always our case that we need everything enabled. Okay, this is the default setting provided by Microsoft, and we need to work on it to adjust it, adopt it, or make it our own, change it. So we are seeing here all the topics. We can create new ones from the custom menu, and we can see also here the action. You can see the horizontal menu is providing us our I'm sorry, an editable menu where we can see what other thing we can do. And here are the system ones. We don't need everything here. Okay, we're going to disable some of them, and we're going to edit some of them as well as create our own. Okay, so you can see here that I have also the publish thing. Once I publish it, it will be ready to be integrated into one of the channels. Now you can see here that the channels is ready for us. Now you see here that because you chose Teams authentication, only Teams channel is available. Okay, it is important to go to the authentication settings by clicking here. It is the settings of the agent, right? And select whether you're going to have no authentication, authenticate with Microsoft, or you're going to authenticate manually. In my case, there is a list of how can I say that? There is a documentation page where it guides you how to create your authentication for your agent. Now, if we go back, I'm going to show you something that it is important in case you missed it. If we choose, because we have now this thing enabled, we haven't added authentication. The only channel available for us right now is Teams. So if you want to use it in our own site, we have to add authentication settings, right? So let's go quickly and see how we can build our authentication settings. I don't remember everything by heart, so I'm looking into my website where I have the authentication. Okay, authentication, and we're going to authenticate manually. First of all, we need to create an app registration. Okay, this is how we need to do it. So let's go out to our Entra and create our authentication. I think it's correct. I think the link is correct. Yes, maybe this user is fine. Again, if you just want to use it into Teams, you are good to go. But for any other channel, as we saw, we need to add authentication. The way to do it is presented into our uh, Microsoft documentation, and I'm going to post it right now here. Okay, this is the correct link, and this is where I'm getting my instructions. Okay, so we have to go to app registration, create a new registration, and all that nice stuff. For our own benefit and to not to lose time just doing these various steps, I'm going to skip it. Okay, but this is how you do it. You are defining the scope also, and then you are good to go. But I want to go back to the topics because it's important, and you don't have a guidance how to do it. So that's why we're here today. The authentication thing, again, you can find it right here, no problem. And the links from the Copilot Studio can guide you to the correct documentation and see how authentication is done. But let's see what we need to do for this agent. Yeah, this agent is the one that is already created, and this is the one that we are trying to create. So let me go back to the topics and see how we're going to do it. So let's see. First of all, we have the conversation start. Let's see how that works. This thing is how the conversation, the interaction with the agent starts. It is a trigger, all right? It is a trigger. So it is like opening your Copilot. So we can see that we have the ability to create and edit the message. Hello, I am. You can see here that it's using variables. Why it's using variables? Because the whole solution is a Power Platform solution. Okay, so everything is into the Power Platform Dataverse, right? It's using the database from Power Platform. So that's where it takes its variable, and we can create our own variables, and through the interaction, we can store them. I'm going to show you how we can get the email of the user. So just so you're aware, sometimes you say AI to answer. We can edit the message, we can do whatever we want, but we can also add something else. Upon the user starting the conversation, opening the agent is the thing that you saw here, right? This thing that we open the Copilot, the channel has opened to say it better. This is the first thing that it's going to say. So in our case, it's this one. But we can add a question. Ask a question. And the question is going to be, would you like me, would you like to provide your email? We're not going to force the user, okay? We're just going to ask. And here are the possible ways to get the answer. There's going to be multiple choice, and we're going to have two options. Where is it? Where is it? The option is going to be yes, and another option will be no. No. Okay, two options for the user, yes or no. We're making the life of our users easier. So then we are having these conditions. What's going to happen when the user answers their the yes or no? So we are building here our map, right? So if the user says no, well, then we're going to redirect them to a new topic that we're going to create, get the user's email. Let's go and create that. We can save at any time, as you saw. I just saved it, and then I need to create the new topic for the get email thing. So this topic is going to be a get email thing. So let's see that. This is going to be, let me remember, triggered by an agent. The topic is a custom one. Let me see how we're going to do that. We need to create that topic. It's a custom one. And we need to save the variable of the email. Yeah. We can also create a uh, new trigger here, or we can say that you are going to save this variable of the email into a variable into the Dataverse. But we need to get the email address. So we're going to change this to a question. And I need to change this to a question. Let me return to the topic. Let me return here. I want to create a question here, and the trigger could be phrases. I want to create a new topic. I don't know where I can get it. Let me pass this, and I will return here, so I won't lose your time. So we can create a new topic that can save the user's email. I'm going to see how we can do that, but I don't want to lose your time. So in conversation start, we're asking, do you want to provide your email? Yes or no? In the case of yes, yes, we need to add a new condition where we are going to save the variable of the email. You're going to see it a little bit later. I don't remember everything I told you. Next thing, the next thing that we need to create is whether we're going to use this thing conversational boosting. We don't need that. So what we're going to do, we're going to disable it. So back to the topics, disable. The end of conversation, we can keep it. The escalate, we don't need that. We're not going to escalate anything to anyone, okay? We can also keep the goodbye and the greeting. The greeting, for example, you can see here, hello, how can I help you? And this is where the agent answer from good morning, hello, hi, hey. If you see here, if I write hey, you also see in the canvas what topic was activated, and we getting back the response. Okay, let's go back to our topics. Let's create a new question here. And we need, what we need to create a new topic. Add a node with the message property. Okay, let's go and create our topic. I need to be proactive here. Triggered by agent. No, I don't want to be triggered by agent. Oh yeah, this is the one that I was looking for. Yes, a lot of changes as I told you. So the topic here could be triggered by an agent, but we are not looking for this. Okay, we are looking for either for activity, conversation, or inactivity, or on redirect. We are looking for a message received. Okay, yeah, it was a little bit different, but it's okay. And here we can have a command or a typing and a variable. No, I'm not looking for this. I'm sorry. Let me see. It's the activity type. I'm looking for phrases, and I believe it's this one. No, it's this one. Let's see, phrases. And ask the question. Finally, yeah. We need a message here. And let's, no, we're going to Add the question. We need to add a message. Let me delete this. You can delete a new node from the topics. These are named nodes. Okay. So let me find exactly what I'm trying to find here, which I'm not finding. It's a little bit frustrating. I'm sorry, but yeah, yeah, I think it's this one finally. Okay, we don't have variables. That's good. And yes, send a message, and the message is, what is your email? Amazing. What is what is your email? What is your email? All right. The answer is going to identify whether the variable management set a variable value. We can add the identification, but we can say save it this as, I think we can add the identification to email. Okay, no problem. Let's add it like user email or email and create new one. Yes, here is where we can identify the email variable name, email or user email. We can add user email. And it can be global because we can use it anywhere. Let's save it. Name our topic. Let's say get email. Get email for the user. Let's wait to save it. Here's an error. I don't know why. Okay, it's missing this one. Yes. To value, and we have here the email. I think we have it. And yes, we can have it here to user email. So what is your email? Set variable name to email. Let's save this one and let me show you how we can make the connection. This is called a redirect. If you go now to your topics and you go to your conversation start, upon the user answering yes, you have to make this a redirect. Let me find it. Topic management, go to another topic. And yes, here is where I can find the get email topic here. A lot of changes, everyone. I'm sure that if you are using it, you are able to see all these changes coming. So first thing first, we are able now to get the email of the user. We can also add the condition here to restart the conversation of the user. So if he answers no at the first time, they can say, okay, yes, I want to provide your email now. So let's go back to our agents and see this one that it has already, because I'm seeing that time is already gone. And I didn't understood how fast it went, but yeah. So this is our working assistant. Let's have a quick look on the topics and how we are creating them. All right. So on conversation start, we're getting the bot name. I'm this bot, and I can answer anything regarding your website. Thank you very much. All right. Let's see. Of course, you need to close these three. Lesson one, lesson two, and lesson three are almost not needed for you for this specific case. Okay. Then, in case we ask something, how the user, the copilot, will be able to answer, and this is what you are looking for, the multiple topics matched. Okay, And uh, apart from this, there is another one. Let me find it. Let me find it. It's not the start over. I'm sorry. This is one, the fallback. So every time that the 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 user asks something that it is unknown, it can fall back to the message. I'm not sure how I can help you. Okay. And once more, have the escalation and the conversational boosting. I'm sorry. No, I'm not looking for this. Multiple topics matched. Sign in, start over. Let me find how this specific one is doing it. Okay. Conversation start, end of conversation, escalate, fall back on a known topic. We don't need this one. Let's see what we have on error. No. No. Let me see why I'm not looking into the correct one. Let's see. I want to show you the topic where it finds the knowledge page and it is able to answer about it. So it's conversation start. Okay. It uses generative AI. Okay. It's not the escalation. Let's see if this start over. No. Yes, finally. This is the one that we are looking for. So the unknown intent that I showed you earlier, it just was not ready for the previous Copilot. You have to create it. So you can go to the on unknown intent. So you don't have an intent. Anything that the user asks is this one. It's a general rule. Whatever the user asks is an unknown intent. Create generative answers and use as an input your data sources. Okay, this is how this is the main critical I'm sorry topic of your Copilot. So it is a trigger on a known intent. Create generative answers and use as the input your data sources. And if you click, of course, here, you're going to see what is your knowledge base, and you can add your site, your connection. It should your site, it will be here, your public websites. Okay. So yeah, this is the one that I was looking for. So if we go back to our original working agent, it is this topic. Let's see it in action, and it is on unknown. All this one, I think it's this one, on unknown topic. No. Multiple topics. You can see here that there are quite differences. Recognize intent. No, it's this one. I think it's this one. Let me test this one. Uh, what are Azure containers? You see, in our case, we're going to see now which topics are going to be used. So it goes directly to the knowledge sources. Okay. So this is amazing. You don't have to create a new topic for this, and this is really amazing. Um, the thing is here that we have used generative AI to determine how to best respond to users and events, and I believe this is the link that we are looking into. Anyway, a lot of things here. Let me recap a little bit because we are already 50 minutes in. So, when you want to create your Copilot, you don't need every topic. Key number one, okay? You need to go through this list of topics. There are, of course, there are the system topics, which are already there for us, and you may need to close some of them. Second key, if you want to activate your agent for other channels, other channels as well, you need to enable authentication, okay? And you need to enable authentication if you want to use it in any other place apart from Teams. The steps to configure authentication is by creating an Enter ID application or registration. It's very easy to do it, and everything is here step by step. It's very easy. Second, when you are creating topics, imagine your knowledge of this thing does this, and if it doesn't happen, this thing happens. So, for example, in the multiple choice options, would you like to provide your email? When the user says yes, we can save their email into a variable, and the variable can be used depending on the conditions of our save here across all our Copilot Studio specific to this agent or not. If the users say no, we can redirect them to a new conversations or whatever. If you see here in my uh, Cloud Blogger agent here, I have created a new topic where the user is able to say, start over. Let me see, where is that? It's on the custom ones. Start over. So what's happening here? Trigger. This is always a trigger. When you want to start a new topic, 90% of the time it would be a trigger. So triggered by agent. Start over. Start again or restart. So if I write here restart, you can see here that we are seeing which topic is used. That's why I could not find the knowledge based topic, because we have switched the use generative AI answers to get the knowledge, and it is not needed anymore. When I created this assistant, I remember very clearly that I have to create this topic where on unknown intent, use your knowledge base so you can answer. In this assistant that is already published, anything I ask does not seem to go through a topic. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm open to discussions. What is, again, let's ask again. Uh, what are Azure container apps? It's really amazing how things are evolving. Yeah, it goes directly to the knowledge sources. It doesn't have to go through a topic here. Amazing. Let me see if I've switched this on. Would anything change? In the meantime, if you need to discuss anything with me right now, let's do it because time has been very fast here. Yeah, I can see that it's using this topic, the unknown intent that I showed you earlier. It's making a fallback, and it says that I'm not sure how to help you in case it doesn't know the topic. Let's see the escalate. No, nothing. So yeah, it's using directly the knowledge base of the agent. You can find the whole solution in this uh, blog. I'm sorry, it's this one, where you are going to find all the references to the topics and how you can create the authentication. Okay, so you can see here which ones you need to disable, which ones you need to keep, and how you can build these relations between different topics and different situations, aka conditions. A lot of things have changed in the user interface, as you can see, but I'm sure you will find the way around. Let me know if you want to discuss anything additional. I hope you got some interest out of it. I hope we had a little bit more of a time to make it end to end, but you can see that it's not that easy considering that many things are changing very fast. Let me switch to the presentation hoster. Please, is it possible to get Microsoft Copilot and Copilot Studio ebook? You can find a lot of the documentation around and it's free. You just need to spend a little bit time to search it. Let me give you quickly this link so you can refer. Maybe it will help you to have a good start ahead, and also the link for the authentication. I find it important in case you stuck and you don't know why you cannot publish your Copilot. Remember, if you are not going to create authentication, you will not be able to use it among other channels. And finally, one last thing, how I did the event, it's that easy. Guys, it's very easy. You just take from the channels menu of your agent the embed code and put it in your web page. That's it. This is what I have done right here. Just the event in your page. Good. I think I'm okay regarding time. Thank you for being here and listening to me, telling you about this new thing and watching me trying to find my way around. Yeah, it is a live demo, guys, and I'm open to these things. I know it can happen to see changes in your the studio, and to tell you the truth, I really like it. Go ahead and try it. You're going to see a lot of beautiful things there. Ping me if you need anything that I can help you with. I'm open for anyone contacting me.
Great. Thank you again for your great presentation and also answer your question or about the ebook. And thank you guys to joining this session. And if there is no more question, we can close this live session.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys. Have a
Bye bye.
great day. Bye.